it's Maddie. This is for class. You can still watch it, it will still be entertaining, but I am doing this for a grade. So here's the deal. I went to Toronto last week for the Toronto International Film Festival with my class. Because it is a class, I have to do assignments. Because I have to do assignments, this video is part of my assignment. So I have to review events and movies that I went to see. And the event I am reviewing right now is the press conference for Room, starring Brie Larson. With the press and industry badge, which is what we have, you can get tickets to press conferences. You just have to go to the industry center and grab them ahead of time, a few days ahead of time before they run out. So I knew that I really wanted to go see the press conference for Room. So I went over to the industry center, and my friend and I managed to snag the last 2 tickets for the Room press conference, which was awesome. My friend ended up giving his to my professor, so she and I went together. And it's really interesting, because if you're familiar with rush lines at all, the way they work is when you have a film or something that you're going to, you're not guaranteed access. You can have access if there's enough spots for you. You have to get in line anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 or 3 hours, depending on what you're going to, beforehand. And there's usually a pretty long line. However, with a press conference, we did not need to be there more than 10 minutes in advance, maybe 15 at the most. Almost everyone who was in that line was press. It was a very laid-back rush line. There was maybe 25 people in it. It was inside, not outside like most rush lines are, so everyone was sitting on the ground. All of the press had their phones, their tablets, their computers, their cameras. They were working. They weren't chatting, they weren't waiting, they weren't planning what film they were seeing next. They were writing reviews, editing photos, making calls, sending emails. They were working until the minute they got let in. Then the press conference starts. There is a mediator, as any interview would have. It is very businesslike though. As soon as the mediator comes out, everyone's silent, everyone sits down. There are still computers out, people have their pens and paper out, or most of the time just computers because it is the 21st century. And they're writing their stories on this press conference as it is happening. Or they're at least taking press conference notes. It was refreshing being in a press conference because all of the questions were very well formed because it was the press asking them. There were no stupid questions or no self-gratification from the audience like you might see in normal Q&As. I really enjoyed being at the press conference because it's a much more laid-back atmosphere. It feels like not only do I belong there, but it feels like it has a purpose, and I really felt like I was a part of it and a part of the industry and not just an onlooker like you would in a Q&A. I felt like there was a reason for it because it was being publicized to the wider audience. I think I really just liked it because I felt a part of it, and I love feeling like I'm in the know and I'm a part of things. The press conference was a really cool experience for me because I had this moment of, this is how I want to feel. I want to feel like I'm in the thick of it. I want to be someone who goes to press conferences all the time or is at all of the industry events and who's in the know. I don't want to be that person who's on the outskirts, you know, fangirling. I hope this is reviewy enough. I think it is, but you know, whatever. Long story short, go to a press conference. They're enlightening. Okay, see you guys with my final review.